Now, with a word about an item coming up in the next hour, let's join our reporter Aisling Riordan, who is outside the RTÉ Radio Centre.
Hi Keelan, there's great excitement building here, and you might be wondering what all the bikes and the cyclists are doing behind me. Well, it's the launch of the Cycle Against Suicide, and in a few minutes I'll be chatting to the man behind it all, Jim Breen, also from RTÉ'S The Secret Millionaire programme, and many more who are taking part. Keelan.
That looks brilliant, Aisling. But now it's time to go over to our reporter Aisling Riordan to see what is happening at the launch of Cycle Against Suicide.
Well, Keelan, today is the launch of the first leg of the Cycle Against Suicide. 500 cyclists out of 3,500 who have registered are going to head off today on a nationwide tour. Jim Breen, the founder of the Cycle Against Suicide, joins me now. Jim, explain what's going to happen over the next 2 weeks.
It's a bit of madness. We're going to cycle all over the country. We're going to cover 1,400 kilometres. We've got, between us, we're going to do 350,000 kilometres, the distance from here to the moon. It's going to be amazing. We're going to visit 28 schools and colleges along the way. We met the first school and college this morning, Sion Hill and Preble College, just across the road here, and it's going to be amazing. It's going to be super, and it's really everybody saying we can break the cycle of suicide in Ireland, but we got to do it shoulder to shoulder, and we got to get the message out there that it's okay not to feel okay, and it's absolutely okay to ask for help, and that help is available locally.
Why did you get involved?
I guess it all really came from The Secret Millionaire, which aired last year, and coming out of that programme, Aisling, I was, expecting a certain amount of, I don't know what, but what came out of it was empathy and love, but also a real desire. People were saying, how can we help? And there was nothing on a national scale for people to help break the cycle of suicide in Ireland. So the whole idea came from people saying, we want to help, we want to get involved, we want to break the cycle, we want to do something to really battle and fight against this suicide challenge that we have in Ireland right now. And it really came out of that.
Thanks, Jim. Moving on to Caroline McGuigan, you are founder of Suicide or Survive.
I am indeed.
Tell me what you're seeing on the ground.
Well, on the ground at the moment, I think everybody is going through a really, really tough time, and you know, with the recession and different things and people losing their jobs, and more people need to turn around and talk with each other and reach out. And just like Jim said there, it's okay not to feel okay, and it's all right to ask for help and ask for support. But what's happening out there, Aisling, is people are feeling, well, if I do that or if I do reach out, does it look like I'm weak or I'm not good enough or I can't hack it? And we're saying we're all in the same boat. And I mean, just look around here today. I mean, you can feel the atmosphere, and we're all here saying, right, we're going to turn this around, and we're all going to help each other out. And I think that is so important to get that message out.
And how does a cycle like this help do that?
So wow, I mean, all you have to do is look and think, right, we're all out here and we're all saying, right, we're going to fight against suicide, we're going to come together, and we're going to look out for each other, and I think we're going to have each other's back. And I know when I'm going through tough times, if I'm around, you know, people like this, I'm going, it's okay, this too will pass. And I think that's really, really important. So it's very, very exciting.
Thanks, Caroline. Now, moving on to Brent Pope, you're a rugby pundit. You've talked openly about anxiety and panic attacks, which many people have. Do you think it's important for people who are in the spotlight to be open?
Well, I think it's important they try. I mean, I suppose for me it was even seeing Jim, and I think he's done a fantastic job, and I applaud him, everybody here. You know, watching him on TV last year kind of opened up the bravery that you do have to come out a wee bit. And I mean, I think there's a certain amount of responsibility. I think it was something I only sort of talked about when I was in my mid-40s or whatever. And I grew up in a macho rugby world in New Zealand. I had mental health problems around panic attacks and anxiety, and I thought, look, if I could just offer a bit of solace to somebody, to one person. I think Jim's motto, it's okay not to be okay, and I'm going to go around the schools and say that to people. If you're young, especially a young male, and you're suffering a bit of anxiety or relationships or sexuality or any of these problems, just reach out and talk to someone. I think the show of people here today that, this is an epidemic in this country, as it is in New Zealand and others, that it's been swept under the carpet too long. I think even the colours and everybody out here showing their support, and everybody is touched by somebody that is, thinking about suicide or has taken it. There's everything to live for, and I think that's it. It's just to show the message that, we're getting it out there, we're breaking the cycle, we're trying to break the cycle, and that as many people can get involved. And I think it's 3 or 4 times as many people have registered that Jim taught, and that's absolutely marvellous. And, let's hope it's an annual thing. Let's hope that everybody gets behind it in the country and does their bit of cycling, or just, I suppose, shows their support as the thing, and breaks makes the awareness of suicide and what we're trying to do.
Thank you very much, Brent. Well, there you have it, Keelan. All excitement here. If you join me in a half an hour's time, I'll be talking to some of the cyclists, plus lots more.
That's great, Aisling. Thanks very much indeed.
Welcome back to Morning Edition. Now, it's not long before the cyclists head off on their 100-kilometre cycle from Dublin to Gorey. I'm here with some of them. Kenneth, how are you?
How are you doing? How's things?
Good. Now, you are taking part. Why did you decide to take part?
It's all positives. I'm doing whatever I can. If 2 weeks out of my life, if I can raise awareness to suicide and help prevent it, it's all good. You know, getting fit in the process as well too.
Excellent. Now, Gavin, tell me why you decided to take part.
Well, I'm here today representing on Garda Síochána. We've about 150 Gardaí today taking place to raise awareness. It's a fantastic event that's taking place today, and we're going to go right around the country for 2 weeks. And as a Guard, we do see suicide far too much, and it's all about raising awareness. And hopefully we'll do that, taking part in the cycle.
And you learn how to deal with it more effectively.
Exactly, and to let people know that there is help out there, and ask for the help, and everyone will listen. And you know, cycling is fantastic for positive mental health as well, so get out there, get on a bike and cycle.
Excellent, thank you very much. Now, Jessica, you're with me, you're in 5th year.
Yeah.
Tell me about, I suppose, mental health among your friends.
Well, social networking has a big impact on suicide. Many people have turned to suicide as a way to kind of relieve it, I suppose. But suicide isn't the way. Talk to people. I guarantee people will be there to listen to you no matter who it is. Suicide is not the way to turn.
And do you agree with this cycle?
Yeah, so this is a great way to get the point across. They're going around all of Ireland, and everybody could do it together.
Excellent. Thanks, Jessica. Now we'll go back to Jim Breen, the organiser, the founder. Tell me what you're just about to do.
Well, Brent and I are here with the birds, and we're about to release the doves in a couple of minutes, and we're all about to say, look, this is just about to kick off. The 14 days starts right now. We're cycling those 14 days. We're cycling the 350,000 kilometres between us, shoulder to shoulder, to break the cycle of suicide in Ireland, and to say it's absolutely okay not to feel okay, and for sure go and ask for that help, and that help is available locally.
And the doves are a sign of?
And the doves really are just a sign of, you know, freedom, releasing ourselves from this and just saying, you know, come on, together, shoulder to shoulder, we can do this.
Okay, let's see it.
Okay.
Do it on the ground.
Yes, please. Are we ready?
And look at those guys as you
1, 2, 3. Yay! You missed that.
And that's where we leave it. If you want to turn over to 2FM, the Colm Hayes show, they will be showing live the cyclists heading off on the first leg just after 11 o'clock. Back to you, Keelan.
Will they be back in Coolock?
That's great. Listen, Aisling, thank you very much indeed, and good luck to them all.